Jingle bells, go fuck yourself. I give up on Christmas. Hey, this is Taylor from Have We Met? Basically, this is gonna be my holiday episode. Whoopity doo. I just got out of the hospital. I ended up going into what they call AFib. Um, Basically, it's when the upper chambers and the lower chambers don't sync and they beat erratically. Pretty much as going at 200 and well over 200 beats per minute. I don't remember exactly how much they said, maybe like 250, sounds about right. Anyway, EMTs came, they ended up having to cardiovert me inside my apartment building. I'll go into more details of my heart, my congenital heart defect some other time. Right now, I'm not really in the mood to get into it too much. I know that's weird because I just brought up this shit and it's kind of hard to really fathom or wrap your head around. You don't know the whole details of um, my anatomy. So anyway, moving forward, I spent Christmas in the hospital because of this. It sucked. Uh, I got cardioverted in my apartment, like I just mentioned, and then all of a sudden I woke up at the emergency room at UW Medical Center. Pretty fucking scary. I don't recommend it for anyone, but at the same time, I'm very grateful for the EMTs and the fire staff that came to the rescue as quick as they did to my little tiny ass apartment. One guy that showed up actually recognized me from Macy's because he's also showed up when I had this situation before in the middle of my work shift. Anyway, fast forward again. Um, Basically, this has been an ongoing thing. The whole Christmas being a shit letdown. Um, Last few Christmases, I've either been in the hospital or I've been recovering with something traumatic like a breakup or a life-changing surgery. My thoughts on Christmas actually have changed after my parents were divorced. When we were all a family, we made an event out of it. I woke up early to open presents with my sis. Um, with my sis, maybe go to my grandparents, uh, or on vacation to Disneyland or Hawaii. After the divorce, it all stopped. The event was shared between two houses. Even though the gesture was nice. It was just not the same. As I got older, I thought of Christmas as a day that was meant to give gifts to people that you love and care about, but I was not really able to afford for all, so I had to be selective and end up feeling bad for not doing it for all. When I was involved in my first serious romantic relationship, I felt that spirit again, a full family that loved being around each other and welcomed me into their homes and traditions. It felt awesome. It felt familiar. My ex-fiance and I split over 4 years ago, and that I was recovering from that breakup after being together for close to 3 years. I made a choice to move to Arizona to start over and reconnect with my father. While I was there, I ended up getting really sick. I ended up getting major gut surgery, a surgery that ended up being life and lifestyle changing. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis and I had to get 5 feet of my colon and intestine removed. Left me with a bag on the outside of my body that I now expel food waste into. Psychologically, I was fucked. So much running through my head. I will never be able to, I will never be able to be independent. I'll never get a job. I will never be involved in a romantic relationship. Will never experience a loving, welcoming Christmas ever again. As I recovered from my surgery, I ended up going back into the hospital with post-surgery complications. Before Christmas. This was before Christmas. When Christmas came, I was at my dad's, and my half sister, I was at my father's and stepmom's house, and my half sister came with her boyfriend, and also my full blood sister Max was in town too. It looked promising. My stepmother decorated like decorated the house like I remembered it when I was a kid. But this new life changing ordeal held on me so strong I couldn't get myself to, and I wouldn't allow myself to enjoy it. I felt sick most of the time, and I was depressed, and I thought about recent past Christmases and missing everyone involved. I just wanted a do-over. Those Christmases of my childhood and adulthood with my significant, those Christmases of my childhood and the also the Christmases of my adulthood with my significant others and their families made such a huge impact. That is all I think about even till this day. When Christmas arrives, I would I would like to move on, but right when I think be the year, I end up this will be the year I end up sick and in the hospital alone, with nothing but my thoughts of the loving past Christmases. Don't get me wrong, I have amazing friends and a loving sister and family, and this year they provided me with such great gifts and positivity and support. Uh, but it's not all about gifts to me. It's about spending time in a place you want to be and be welcomed by the ones you love and care about. From here on out, I'm just going to treat Christmas like any other day, no expectations. Something where, if something were to come up where I can spend a traditional Christmas, that would be nice. But for the most part, I'm done. I prefer giving gifts to the ones I love and care about, out of the spur of the moment, random times, like while I'm at work and I see something nice that maybe a close friend would love to have. I usually end up purchasing it and then having it sent directly to their house without even really letting them know. They really like that sort of thing anyway. Uh, I had to start. That's pretty much all I gotta say about Christmas. This might change. I might just erase this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have a conclusion right now. I don't have any. I don't know. It's difficult. I would like to eventually enjoy Christmas again. But it's just been a letdown. I know I also would like to have this thing I'm doing to be on more of a humor side, but I can't figure out a way to do that right now. Right now, I'm just focusing on letting stuff that's festering in my head out, and maybe once I get more comfortable in doing it, I will um, recite it in a way uh, with more humor. But I just can't right now.